Hello, 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 hello. Oh, okay, let's see. Can I monitor? Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, so, let's just get this set up. There we go. Hey everybody, this is, hello everybody, happy November. This is the first ever unboxing video. Okay. What's up everybody, this is Dan, and I'm here for the Fundamentals doing my first ever and our first ever unboxing video. As you may have seen, we've been getting a lot of interest in board games, card games, tabletop, and we've had a lot of fun reviewing them, but something I've discovered, is that there's a lot of cool stuff happening inside of the boxes physically it's hard to capture when you are reading it on an article. So I've decided to start doing unboxing with some of these games that companies are lovely enough to send for review so that you guys get an idea of what they look like on the inside. Because some of these have some really cool stuff going on. High quality ideas, that kind of thing. So the first one I'm wanting to do and is the new expansion to White Wizard's Star Realms game. Now, Star Realms is, for those of you who don't know, a game where you play as different factions in space, basically, and it's a deck building game. Oh. Hello, everybody. Hello. This is Dan from the Fundamentals, and I am. Hello. Hi, everybody. This is Dan from the Fundamentals, and I am doing our first ever unboxing video. Woo! We've been getting a lot of really good games in that I've had a lot of fun reviewing. Kat and I both had a lot of fun reviewing. And we thought that it might be fun to start giving you guys a inside look at these games should you want to buy them. Because there's often a lot of really high quality detail put into these games that can be difficult to convey through the medium of just an essay. So, this is our first one. Bear with me. This is going to be on Star Realms Frontiers. It is the newest expansion to White Wizard's Star Realms game. Now, Star Realms has been around for a little while. It's a very successful game. As you can see on the side here, it's won awards. It's been very popular from us. White Wizard's not a very big publisher, but it's really done really well. It combines it's a deck builder, but as you'll see, it kind of doesn't use as much of a board as a lot of deck builders you might have played or other ones use. It's sort of combining the aesthetics and feel of almost like a trading card game, like your Yu-Gi-Ohs and your Pokemons, and using them to make a put-together sort of entity. So this is the new expansion. Now, you don't actually need the first Star Realms to play this. Conquer the new frontier. Powerful new warp gate technology has opened up a distant frontier ripe for conquest. Establish your star realm with powerful new ships and bases. This is coming off of a very successful Kickstarter that they recently completed, and this is actually out now in North America. This base expansion is out in stores. So if you like what you're seeing here, you can go pick it up. It's not a very big box, as you can see. It's about, a couple decks of cards wise, a small book, hot pocket size. I don't know how to say the correct sizing of it, but it's pretty compact. And I think you'll see when we get into it. I've already taken the plastic off for the sake of speed and your eardrums. We will look inside. Now, the 4 factions are the Blob, which are the little green guys, the Machine Cult, which are the little, which is the red gear, the yellow, which is the Star Empire, and then the blue, which is the Trade Federation. So they all sort of fit into a... That's not a focus. They all sort of fit into a sort of an archetype of science fiction factions. Come on. Get it out. There we go. Lifts right off. And right off, what we have is a booklet. It's very thick, this rule book, but it's got everything that you need to figure it out. Now, this is a 1 to 4 player game. The cool thing about this is that it's a solo or co-op game. Or, I guess I should say, it's a co-op or competitive game. It can be played either against each other, which I think is which is the common way to play regular Star Realms, but Frontier adds in it has a lot of modes you can play, like Hunter and Hydra, that change up how you play the game. And then there's also solo and cooperative rules. So you could buy this game and play it entirely by yourself, kind of like a science fiction solitaire. But it's obviously a little more fun with other people. And you basically play against challenges, and it's kind of like some of the other co-op games, like Sentinels of the Multiverse that you might have played. Obviously, each of them has their own challenge. They have little stories attached to it. See, this is Madness of the Machine, where you are dealing with cult ships, and the Blob, where there's a boss in all of these, in order of play. They get a bit more challenging as time goes on. There's even story for each of them. See, there's a story of the Blob, who are the first alien life that we've met. There is the Trade Federation, who are sort of us, in a way. Corporate, kind of the bad guys from Firefly. Their big thing is gaining trade and authority, so, as it fits. The Blobs are kind of like a Zerg. They make a lot of little things and are easy to purge. The Star Empire are ex-colonies that have broken off, and they're combat oriented and kind of like a black in Magic the Gathering, wherein they draw a lot of cards but also discard a lot of cards. The Machine Cult are, in a way, like the ones in Warhammer, wherein they gain power from being able to remove the underside cards from your deck. So they're a little more complicated, but they're more resource based. But that's just the booklet. It's really, really beautiful. It's really thick. Then you get in. This is the sort of the first big thing. These are the challenge cards, and these are for the new co-op and solo, the PvE mode, I guess you could say. You've got the automatons, the blob assault, the dimensional horror. That's very fun. Look at that. A lot of tentacles. Badness of the Machine, Nemesis Beast, Pirates of the Dark Star. You can see there's a challenge that fits for each player. Defy the Empire, and The Cost of Freedom. So you can see the way that works. And they get harder, so this one's difficult, as you can see. But you can see this one actually has a set of rules that is universal, compared to some of the earlier ones, like Pirates of the Dark Star, where there's different challenges for each faction. Dumping it out, we have the cards themselves. Ta-da! So these are the cards that are part of the deck itself, I think. So we have the let's get this unwrapped. But we have the cards here, and you can see they really just feel like you're opening a starter deck for Magic the Gathering or Pokemon. And these are, I mean, they're really high quality cards. The challenge cards were, nice cardboard, and these are nice card stock, fully illustrated, full color. You can see we have some blobs here. Here is the Infested Moon. So that's a base, bases. Stinger. There's the Machine Cult. You can see they've kind of have more of a less alien, more purely robotic aesthetic than the Empire, who are, the very militaristic Starship Troopers kind of feel, and then the Cruiser here. This is the Federation, where they're sort of the vanilla humans, such as it is. There's one of their bases. So that's the 4 factions there for you. So, this is the trade deck. These are the things that you, resources and things you control, things like ships, things like, see, this is a Blob Alpha, so they're, organic tech, so their spaceship is a giant gooey shark. Their base, or a burrower, another big gooey thing, or the Infested Moon, which is a freaky little moon. And these are things that actually these are all brand new to Starship Frontiers, things that are unseen in previous expansions. However, but this is totally compatible with the other Star Realms games. And this is more of the trade decks. You're seeing something like the Trade Federation ship here. Remember, it's a deck builder, so the way it works